Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a wonderfully charming and funny story from your literature syllabus, A Triumph of Surgery by James Herriot. It's a tale that's less about actual scalpels and stitches, and more about the triumph of common sense over excessive, misguided love. The story introduces us to Mrs. Pumphrey, an incredibly wealthy and doting lady, and her little dog, Tricky. Now, when I say little, I mean he's supposed to be little. But Mrs. Pumphrey's love is so abundant, it mostly translates into food. Lots and lots of food. Cream cakes, chocolates, you name it, Tricky gets it. But our narrator, Mr. Herriot, who is a veterinary surgeon, spots Tricky on a walk and is absolutely shocked. The poor dog has become so fat that he describes him as a bloated sausage with a leg at each end. His eyes are bloodshot and his tongue is lolling from his jaws. He looks absolutely miserable. Mr. Herriot tries to reason with Mrs. Pumphrey, advising her to cut back on the treats and give Tricky some exercise. He warns her that if she doesn't, Tricky will get seriously ill. Does she listen? Well, she says she will, but her love for Tricky is her weakness. She just can't bear to see him look sad when she denies him a treat. And just as Mr. Herriot predicted, the inevitable happens. Tricky falls sick. He stops eating, refuses his favorite foods, and has bouts of vomiting. A panicked Mrs. Pumphrey calls the vet. Mr. Herriot knows exactly what needs to be done. The only way to save Tricky is to get him out of that overindulgent environment. He tells Mrs. Pumphrey that Tricky needs to be hospitalized for about a fortnight for observation. Hearing this, Mrs. Pumphrey almost faints. The thought of being separated from her precious dog is just too much. The entire household staff is in a flurry, gathering all of Tricky's things: his daybed, his nightbed, favorite cushions, toys, rubber rings, breakfast bowl, lunch bowl, supper bowl. You get the picture. Mr. Herriot, knowing he's running out of time, just grabs the dog, wraps him in a blanket, and drives off, leaving a wailing Mrs. Pumphrey behind. At the surgery, Tricky is in a bad way. For 2 whole days, he just lies there, not moving much, not eating a thing. He's surrounded by other, much more energetic dogs, but he shows no interest. Mr. Herriot doesn't give him any medicine, just plenty of water. Then, on the 3rd day, a little spark returns. He whimpers a bit, and when let out into the yard, he trots along with the other dogs. He even watches them as they slurp up their food and, afterwards, goes and licks the inside of a few empty bowls. A breakthrough. From that day on, his recovery is rapid. He's not given any special meals, just the same food as the other dogs, and he has to compete for it. He starts running around, playing, and becoming a real member of the pack. He discovers the joy of being a dog squashed, bowled over, and fighting for every scrap of food. Back at home, Mrs. Pumphrey is anxious, but when she hears that Tricky is getting better, her love kicks back into high gear. Convinced he needs to build his strength up, she starts sending supplies. First, it's fresh eggs. 24 at a time. Mr. Aereo and his partners find themselves enjoying a rather luxurious breakfast every morning. Then she decides Tricky's blood needs enriching. So, what does she send? Bottles of wine. This leads to a very happy routine at the surgery, with the vets having a couple of glasses before and during lunch. The situation becomes even more lavish when Mrs. Pumphrey sends bottles of brandy to put a final edge on Tricky's constitution. Mr. Aereo confesses it was a real temptation to keep Tricky as a permanent guest, just to continue enjoying these delightful perks. But he's a good vet and a good person. He knows Mrs. Pumphrey is suffering without her dog. After 2 weeks, Tricky is transformed. He's a lean, hard-muscled, energetic little animal. Mr. Aereo calls Mrs. Pumphrey and tells her Tricky is cured and ready to go home. Within minutes, a gleaming black car pulls up. When Tricky sees his mistress, he leaps from Mr. Aereo's arms and into her lap, licking her face in excitement. Mrs. Pumphrey is overcome with joy and gratitude. As she leaves, she looks at Mr. Aereo with tears in her eyes and says, "Oh, Mr. Aereo, how can I ever thank you? This is a triumph of surgery." Of course, we know the real surgery was simply taking Tricky away from the overfeeding and giving him a normal, healthy dog's life. It's a beautiful lesson on how sometimes what we think is love can actually be harmful, and that true care means doing what's best, not just what's easiest. I hope you enjoyed this summary and analysis. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And do UNT forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you do UNT miss our next video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.